welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a bit of a different video today because I realised I haven't posted a recent updated house tour. The last house tour I posted on YouTube was over 2 years ago and I feel like a lot has changed, so that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to do my absolute best in this video to address where everything is from because I get a lot of comments obviously asking me where things are from and I might miss them, which I apologise for if I miss them. I try my best to reply to everyone. But the other thing is, I also don't remember. So I feel like just doing this video, I can just put it all in one succinct video and then I can refer you guys to this video so I don't have to keep going back. That is what we're gonna do. Quick, brief history, if anyone doesn't know. We converted this house from a disused squash court. I'm gonna put some photos of the befores here, lovely little points, so you can really appreciate the transformation. We did that in 2022. We started in 2021. It took us 11 months all in all, which isn't too bad considering we had Christmas and COVID breaks in between. And we completed in August 2022 all the renovations, which is amazing. Really, really lucky that we didn't have to live through the renovations because we just obviously lived with my mum and dad. I feel for you guys that have to live through the renovations. Like, that is not easy. Cooking on a little stove or a microwave or nothing. Like, big respect. So I think that also allowed us to do it a lot quicker because we weren't trying to live within it, etc. We just like cracked on with it. If I don't answer any questions, just let me know in the comments and I'll respond to them. But I am going to try my best to address everything. Okay, let's get started. Okay, we're going to start off at the front of the house. This is my front lawn. And the only area I actually have real grass in because I have astroturf in my back garden, which as you can see is a good decision because I'm not the best groundskeeper and neither is Tom, so it's a little bit patchy. I'm hoping it improves for summer. Then we've got the stepping stones, which I love. Also the grass needs a bit of a cut, ignore. Really, really love these. I thought this just looks so nice. And then we have the porch, which, very bold statement going for a big black porch. I kind of feel like it's slightly on the edge of Adam's family, but I feel like we can get away with it. The vision was American themed house, which you'll obviously see a little bit through my interiors. Obviously we did this not that long ago, obviously 2022, but things have progressed since then. I've seen stuff and I've been like, oh my God, I want that, I want this, I wish we'd done that. But when we were doing it, there was very, very few, like, there just wasn't as much choice as there is now. So I would have loved to have done it now, but you know. Okay, first, got some plants. And then some cage outdoor lights, an outdoor chandelier, and oh my God, this gets so dusty and so cobwebby. And then I have still got my Easter wreath up because it's kind of neutral, I can get away with it. And then a big black door. I also need a mat. So yeah, that's the porch. Bless the labourers, they like spent days and days cleaning up all the old bricks so we could use them to build the porch. That is original, like part of the original house, which I really thought was cool. It's like Art Deco. So I wanted to keep that, which is why we've gone with quite a small door. I would have liked to go for a big door, but we were kind of stuck if I wanted to keep that brickwork, which I think is really pretty. So then going in, we've got a little hallway, literally teeny tiny. When I did the floor plan originally, the builders were like, this is going to be really, really small. I don't know if it's going to be too small, but I think it works. It works fine. I'm trying to show you. In the little entryway, I've managed to fit a small sideboard, which is from HomeSense. And then I've got a little bowl for my keys, coffee table book, both HomeSense / TK Maxx, I don't know which one, and a candle, obviously from TK Maxx. And I am an extremely extra dog mum, so of course when we first moved in I took the dogs to have a professional photo shoot for some pictures for the house. And if you don't recognise this one, this is Bunny, who is like my family dog, but she moved in with us but she decided to move back in with my mum. So still love her, she's like 9, she's like grown up with us. And then Bluey, Fliss, and then obviously when I did have these photos, we hadn't actually adopted Elvis, which is why he's not in them. I feel like I need to Photoshop him in. Frames, I get all my frames from IKEA. I just think they're great. Apart from the fact that this is plastic, not glass, so it gets a little bit reflective. It's pretty decent. I'm pretty sure these picture lights are searchlights. I will put the code on the screen though, just to be sure. And then the ceiling light in here, we were a little bit stuck with the height. It's quite low in here and I didn't want the door swinging into it, so I just got this. Again, not too sure, but I'll pop the code on the screen now. Going into the downstairs toilet, we've got some colour, and I still love, love, love this room even after we've been here for a while now. I've done half panelled walls, which I feel like weren't too trendy when I first did it, but I'm really glad I did. I know they're really popular now. And then I love this print. This is a Barbie and Ken print, which I think is so nice. And again, IKEA frame. Just got some accessories on the window ledge. Same with the sink. The actual sink vanity is from B&Q. And when we were doing it, I knew I wanted a big sink vanity. There wasn't a lot on the market that didn't absolutely break the bank. This is pretty decent. It's not the best quality. The wood has like expanded a little bit where it's got wet, but it's pretty nice. I just swapped out the handles for some ones from Amazon. I think it does the job in here. Wall lights, again, lighting I always forget because there's so many bloody lights in a house, isn't there? You know, when you're renovating, you're like overwhelmed by the amount of lights you have to buy. So I'll put the codes for them on. I'm pretty sure that mirror is Melody Mason, potentially. I really should have revised all this before I filmed. There we go, there is the downstairs toilet. I really like it though, it's so cute. Oh, the wallpaper is the Range. I get asked about it all the time. I think it looks really expensive, but it was literally £15 a roll. I just couldn't find any others that I absolutely loved. I just said to Lee, my decorator, I was like, listen, it is cheap wallpaper, so if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but I think he did such a fab job, so maybe I definitely couldn't have done it myself. Like, it is a crazy pattern, but he's done really well with it. And there's the downstairs toilet. And then coming in to the main area. I'll start off with the first thing you come across when you walk in the room. Not the most aesthetic, but definitely practical. I would not be able to live without this thing. It goes on twice a day. It's the robot vac and mop. Absolutely obsessed with it. If you want to put anything on your Christmas list or your birthday list, put this on. Like, I promise you, you will love it. And then we have this bench, which I have spoken about. I got it gifted from Wayfair when I worked with them, and I really like it. It was not expensive at all. I think it was about £100 and something, which for a bench, a white linen bench, I found that it were a lot more expensive. The cushions are also from Wayfair, and the throw is from Wayfair too, from when I worked with them. But yeah, I love how it looks. It's such an upgrade from before. And then the mirror is also Wayfair. So we'll do the kitchen first. This is the kitchen. I get asked a lot about my bar stools, and I'm gonna let you into a secret, guys. I actually painted the wood on them because I could not find for the life of me a nice dark wood stool. I really like the colour of this linen. So I was like, do you know what, I'm just gonna paint it. But yeah, these chairs, you can get them from the Range, you can get them from B&M. If you just search linen and wood bar stool, I guarantee they'll come up. They are a tad bit tall, that's the only thing I'll say, but if you're not too bothered, if you started looking for bar stools, you'll know that there aren't that many nice ones on the market that you haven't seen a million times before. This is one of my favourite prints we have in the house. It's a Connor's Brother print, and it obviously says, I drink to make other people more interesting, and I bloody love it. Obviously, I first seen the Connor's Brothers prints in Molly May's living room, so credit to Molly May, but I think it looks so cute here. Moving on, we've got a little coffee station, and I have just popped my Easter napkins out because I'm trying to use them up because Easter's over, so I feel like if I put them out, I'll be more inclined to use them. And a little cake stand from, again, I can't remember where it's from. I'll pop it on the screen because it is really nice, but it's currently got no cakes in it because I go to Ibiza very soon, as you all know, and I don't need the temptation. Now, obviously, scrolling Pinterest meant that I immediately wanted a Range cooker. We went for the Range Master Professional Plus 110, and I love it. It looks gorgeous. She's beautiful. But oh my god, the extra cleaning that comes with cleaning the top. As you can see, it's literally dirty. I cleaned this like a couple of days ago. It's just so much more mither than if you got an induction. So I think next time I would go for induction. Yeah, the heating like thing is not as good, and yeah, it's not meant to be as good to cook on, but honestly, I really don't care. I just hate how much of a pain this is to clean. I've also spoken about the fact that I really want to get a splashback put here. I don't know why I didn't to begin with. I don't know, I feel like we were just like, oh, fuck it, put it down the priority list, but I really, really want to get one. Oh, it's just a matter of picking the tiles and getting a labourer in. I'm just lazy, I know, but I will do it. Maybe this year, maybe not, because that will make it look so much nicer. Quickly go through the accessories. I get asked about this checkered tray a lot. TK Maxx / HomeSense. The Range. This is from the same place that I got the cake stand from, and I can't remember. Again, I'll put it on the screen. Little present from Barcelona from my brother. Le Creuset and Amazon. Le Creuset, obviously Le Creuset butter dish. I get all my Le Creuset, pretty much all of it, from Cheshire Oaks because the outlet is just so good for it. Even if it's just like 20% off, it's so worth it. This is from, I know where this is from as well because I wanted a really big one because we always have so many eggs. Oh, that's really gonna bug me. I'll try and remember. Le Creuset, TK Maxx, Home Sense. Someone's at the door. You gonna come in? Come on then. I'll quickly go over my dining table and chairs. My chairs are from Dowell's and I really want to replace them because someone has lent on the back of them and made them go backwards. So now when you sit on them, it's like you're low riding because the back is bent out of place. But yeah, I want to get new dining chairs and I want to get a new dining table, but I can't find any I like. So if anyone has seen any nice ones, let me know. Moving on to the living room area. The sofa, the thing I get asked the most about. The sofa is from Alexander and James. It's the Somerton sofa and the colour is Beaver Moss. However, I'm 99% sure that a couple of months ago I got an email from Alexander and James saying that they're closing down. So I don't know if they're still online or not. You can check it out. But I've seen a girl I follow on TikTok has pretty much the exact same sofa, but she has it in a beige, and that is from Sofology. So maybe check them out because it has the same buttoning and it also has this, I'm pretty sure it still has this like metal thing that goes around the arms. So definitely worth having a look if you can't find the Alexander and James one. I actually didn't know if I'd regret going for such a bold colour choice for my sofa, but I do not regret it at all. Everyone else was going for creams and linens and neutrals and I was like, that's great, but oh my God, if I've got 4 dogs on there, like as you can see here, it's just gonna stay in. But luckily this velvet is really, really good with stains, so good to get out. And if it's too bad a stain, it's dark colour so you can't really see it. But yeah, definitely a good choice if you've got kids or dogs or pets, you know the pain. I've got 2 of these side tables which are absolutely fabulous because if you've got a low sofa, you want something that you can just tuck under and pop your drink on or pop whatever on, it's so much easier. And they are from TK Maxx Home Sense. There will be a running theme in this video that I get majority of my stuff from TK Maxx and Home Sense, okay? So if I haven't said where something is from, hedge your bets and try there. But again, with somewhere like that, it's like, oh, it's on the day, isn't it? So some of the stuff I got years ago, some of the stuff I got recently, but if you're struggling to find anything, let me know and I can point you in the right direction. Coffee table decor, I get majority of my coffee table books from Amazon, or I will always look obviously in TK Maxx and Home Sense because they sometimes have, I'm pretty sure I got that one from there, but if there's any specific ones, always Amazon for the books. Amazon, The White Company, TK Maxx, Habitat / like Argos / Sainsbury's, or B&M. Little bowl is of course TK Maxx and Home Sense, and the goal for this bowl is to fill it up with matchboxes, but so far I just have this little one that me and Tom got from Mexico last year. So I feel like it's such an American thing to have matchboxes. I don't know if hotels in the UK really do it anymore, but I'm on the hunt constantly. So if you know anywhere that does good matchboxes, let me know. I am just going to address the elephant in the room, which is this humongous pile of dog toys, and I've popped the blankets on here too, to be fair, so that's my fault. But I've spoken on here before about how Elvis, after he got his diagnosis and he was told that he wasn't going to have very long with us, my mum promised to bring him a toy every single day because he loves toys. But after having his radiotherapy and his lump has shrunk for now, it's kind of come to fruition that he's not going to die as soon as we thought. So I was like, Mum, I love you, but can we put the toys on pause for a bit because I cannot fit any more toys in this toy box. So there is an absolute ton of dog toys in this house, but it's put on pause for now. And I really need to go through them and wash them all and probably donate them back to my mum because she's got so many dogs and they love toys. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, these sideboards were an investment. They are probably the most expensive item of furniture I bought for this house. They are the Okura 3-door sideboard, but they were a bit of a splurge, and I'm not gonna lie, I do love them because trying to find furniture that is A, this big, and B, good quality, that is cheap, is really, really hard. So I was like, fuck it, let's just invest, and I'm really happy with how they look. Both of them fit perfectly. So that's them. We've got this little tray here. I love this diffuser, so nice, fresh fig. This is from TK Maxx. There is a story behind this bulldog. I won't bore you with it now, but it is kind of like a good luck token, so I'm keeping it there for now. Obviously got my coffee table books there, and they are from, this one's actually from Costco. Costco is semi-decent for coffee table books, so always check them out. This is Amazon. This is TK Maxx that I haven't even taken the label off. I'm so bad for leaving labels on. And I did originally want a bowl to put them in, but they look okay for now. I'm kind of still on the hunt for a bowl. And then these lamps are TK Maxx. I think they look really cool. We've got the same picture lights that we had in the hallway, which are from Searchlight, and then we have some Slim Aaron's prints, and I feel like every man and their dog has jumped on this bandwagon, which I love, to be fair. I think they're so quirky and cool. I love them. And they just bring some colour into the house. Like, as much as I do have a lot of browns and blacks and whites, I like to have some colour. I've got the green sofa, I've got the prints, so yeah, I love them for bringing in some colour. And if you Google, he's got so many prints, so definitely have a good look through them. Coming over to this side table, we've got an acrylic book stand, a Missoni coffee table book, which is really cool. Got some colour in there. A couple of coffee table books. My mum got Tom this golf coffee table book for Christmas, which is cute. So that's his little addition to the house. Home Bargains, and then another Slim Aaron's print. Now we have the piece de resistance. One of my favourite things in this house is my fireplace. It's a gas fireplace. Obviously it's not turned on right now. I probably should have turned it on. But it's so nice. It was definitely a splurge, but I think it brings the whole room together. Yes, the TV is high, okay? But I am not about to spend this much money on the living room and then put a 25-inch TV in there. So yeah, it's high. What are you gonna do about it? Keep your comments to yourself, okay? My neck is absolutely fine. This fireplace is from Gazco. It is the Cavendish Bow Lection. That sounds like an absolute mouthful. Mantelpiece. And if you wanted it a bit lower, you can actually take this middle piece out and just have it sitting on there, but I like the middle piece. I think it makes it look more grand. You do have to buy, well, I don't know if you have to buy, the fireplace separate to the mantle. So the fire is also from Gazco. It's a Gazco Reader 750HL. I don't know how I remembered that, but yeah, that's it. It's black reeded as well, because you can get different like textures behind it. I don't know. Oh, I'll just quickly go in my pantry, because I don't know how many of you have seen that. I think most of you will have. I turned the under the stairs, because it's such an annoying space, into a pantry. Pretty much everything that I use for this is from IKEA. I've done many videos breaking it all down for you, so if you want to see any of them, just let me know and I can send you the link. Right, before we go upstairs, let's just quickly talk about my stairs, because I do get a lot of questions about them. Obviously, I've tried my best to go for an American looking staircase. Obviously, I can't have the grand two-way staircase because I don't have space, but I have chosen to go with no runner, no carpet, which has its challenges because I can constantly hear little millipede feet walking around, but also I don't have to clean it. But I do have to hoover these stairs, but I feel like they're much easier because they don't have anything on them. I've then gone with the iron spindles straight into, oh, I'm exposing myself how far my sofa is there. Straight into the, what are these called, treads? I actually did get the side panelled, but you can't see because I've pushed the sofa up. But yeah, and let's go upstairs. And here I have like a slight gallery wall. It's not really a gallery wall, there's actually like 10 photos on here. And I think the goal would be to do all photos here, but I said we were gonna do that when we moved in, and we've been living here for 5 years this year, so 5 years? No, 4 years this year, so whether it's gonna happen anytime soon, I don't know. Coming into the master bedroom, our bedroom, we have a really tall headboard in here. A few things have definitely changed since we last did the last house tour. We've got new cushions. They are CC Co Interiors, which if you're local to me, but I'm pretty sure you can still order them anywhere in the UK, so check them out. They've got this lovely fabric. It's so nice. It's like, I think it's called Pebble or something like that on the website. Just ignore my pajamas because I like to have my pajamas laid out for me every single night. And we have these bedside tables, which are a shagreen material. Really nice. They are from House and Units. I'm gonna be really annoying when I say that I'm pretty sure I bought the last 2 of these because they were ridiculously reduced. But yeah, they might have similar ones, I'm not sure. So they're from Housing Units. The lamps were from Wayfair. They are by Sapphire, an American brand. My main thing for the table lamps was that I wanted them to be nice and tall. I think these are about 70 centimeters, so they just go, because we've got such a high headboard, having tiny little lamps just wouldn't look good. Moving on to this side of the bedroom, obviously the elephant in the room is that we have a bathtub. Most people will know this, but yeah, when we were designing the ensuite, which I'm going to take you to in a minute, we didn't have a lot of space because I wanted a double vanity. So I was like, do you know what? Let's just put the bathtub in the bedroom and make it feel like a proper hotel room. So that's what we did. I love the bathtub. It's like a freestanding bathtub. It looks great. Then I've got these, what are they called? Oh my God, I've been out the interior game so long, I don't know what these wall lights are called. Oh my God, when they've got a shade on them, I can't even remember. These wall lights, I've got 4 of them across the room. I've got another 2 there. They're really pretty. And then a few little accessories on the bath side table. This side table is from, I'm gonna shock no one when I say TK Maxx or HomeSense. And then, oh, I really need to wipe the soot off that candle, that's really gross. And then yeah, this is from the Unique Home shop. I think it's in Liverpool. I don't know if they've closed down now, but yeah, that's where that's from. That little coral. Coming into our ensuite, here is the double vanity that I was actually talking about. And I do love it. I love the fact that we have a double vanity, although I'm not gonna lie, I use both sinks. Tom has the other bathroom he uses. It's just nice to have 2 separate bathrooms, I think, but the only downfall is that it's double the cleaning, so that's the only other thing to consider. Oh my God, what is in my sink? A dead fly. We had them made by the same person who made our kitchen, which, as you can see, it's really similar, which was handy because there wasn't a lot of double vanities on the market, especially with like a getting ready area in the middle. So I don't know if there is now or not, but we had it bespoke made. Quickly just moving on to the mirrors, because I actually get quite a lot of questions about these mirrors. They're from M&S. They're called like the Moroccan mirror, but that was obviously a while ago, so I don't know if they still sell them or not. We've got a little chandelier in here, which is from Dunelm, I believe. And then some wall lights, which came heavily scratched. I wouldn't even recommend them, to be honest. Got the toilet and then the shower. Obviously, still absolutely obsessed with the shower and the bold tiles that we went with. They are big, like green marble porcelain tiles that we went with, which is they're just really nice because they've got all the veins of, if you cut open like in a gate or something. I don't even know the technical term, but still absolutely love them, because I was a little bit like, oh, should I have just gone cream and white? But no, really like them. And then got a little cubby hole for all of our products. One thing I was really adamant about when we were designing this house was that I really wanted to avoid getting one of those shower cubicle things that have those really annoying little bits on them to clean. Like, anyone who's got one will completely understand what I mean, where the shower screen meets the shower tray, and there's like all these little fiddly bits that you can't even reach and just get moldy. So I was like, I really don't want that. I wanted to avoid the door, so that's why we've gone with an open door. I originally did want a shower head on each side, but it just wasn't big enough, which is annoying, but one of them. That is our master bedroom and ensuite. So I'll quickly just do the other areas, but then I've just remembered we've got the utility room too. I don't know if you guys want to see that or not. Going into the guest bathroom, or basically Tom's bathroom. This room is pretty small, so we had to be quite clever with the layout. And anyone who's done renovations or built bathrooms, you will know that there are only few areas that the toilet and the sink and wastage and stuff can go on because of like pipes. But we did manage to fit a big sink vanity in here, which is really nice. It's the same as the one in the downstairs toilet, it's just white from B&Q. And then, yeah, it's literally the same setup, to be fair. Then we've got some wall lights from Dunelm, and that mirror, oh my God, is it Melody Mason? I'm not too sure, to be honest. Above the toilet, we've got another Slim Aaron's print, which is gorgeous. And then we've got the small shower cubicle in here. And obviously I did just say I was trying to avoid this, but it's not too bad. It's not got any of those annoying fiddly bits. So yeah. onto the spare bedroom. I have actually filmed a few videos recently in here, so you are familiar with this room. But yeah, this is our guest room where our guests stay, and basically where my brother and his girlfriend stay because they're pretty much our only guests at the minute. But yeah, the bed is from Dusk. One thing I will say is I kind of expected it to be more beige, and it's pretty grey, but it's still pretty. The bedside tables, because it's so skinny, I did kind of struggle because not many are literally that thin, but these are from TK Maxx and they're absolutely fine because there is not many that are that thin, as I was saying. The lamps, have a guess where they're from. TK Maxx / HomeSense, not too sure actually. And then just some little decorative bits on here. The cushions, these are Wayfair and these are TK Maxx probably about 10 years ago, but I think I brought them over from my mum's from my old bedroom, and they look really nice in here with the Slim Aarons print that we've got here of people having a boat day. Oh, I forgot to say, this bedspread is from Dusk and the bedspread in my master bedroom is from the range. And that is something that I get questions on all the time, and I'm not gonna lie, I would recommend that bedspread to anyone. It's the Savoy bedspread. I think it was about £35–40, because if you start looking for bedspreads, they're like £100 plus. And the size of that one in my master bedroom, considering my bed in there is a Super King, is really, really good. So that's from the range. It's a Savoy bedspread. This one is from Dusk, and I've just realised I didn't actually tell you where my bed was from in my master room, which is from, oh my god, where is it from? Literally mine, like blank. Luxury Bed Company. It's from the Luxury Bed Company, so yeah, that's where that's from. We have also got this rug in here, which is from the London Rug Company, which is really, really nice. We have got the flooring, a few dog beds, and this room is actually a really, really big room, but on this end I have my desk, which I don't often show because it is always an absolute tip. It's not too messy today, but this is where the magic happens. This is where the editing and the admin and all the boring stuff goes on. So yeah, that's my desk. Tom's desk is literally over there, but I'm not showing it you because it's so messy, and I'm not responsible for cleaning his desk, so I'm just going to show you my cute girly one. That is the spare room. The final room in the house is my dressing room. Now I'm sure this looked very different from the last house tour because I'm pretty sure we still had rails in this room when I filmed that, but we have got the IKEA packs in here now. So this IKEA packs is the grey beige. It was a little bit of a new colour when I first got it, so I was a little bit like, oh, I haven't really seen any of them, but I'm really happy with it. The only thing I will say is, do not bother getting these rechargeable lights. The lights that they usually come with the packs were sold out in IKEA when we bought this, so I was like, oh, we'll just get rechargeable ones. Don't do it, guys, because they literally last like 2 days, and then you need to get this big old plug with like 100 connections and plug them all in, and it's an absolute nightmare, so don't bother. But when they work, they look lovely. I just can never be bothered to charge them, which is why a lot of the cubby holes haven't got lights in. If you're doing the IKEA packs, get the trouser racks. I think they're really nice and they make it so much easier to store your trousers, and then also get the jewellery racks, but mine is looking pretty messy at the minute, but the jewellery tray is really nice. This is my side, and then this is Tom's side. Oh, it needs to focus. And I know what you're thinking, what the hell is Tom doing with a couple of lacy robes in his wardrobe? And all I'm going to say is that they are wedding stuff for me that I needed space for. So Tom has very kindly lent me a bit of his wardrobe space for them. So that is the final room in the house, but I do have the utility room outside, and I also have the garden, which I'll just pop on the end of this tour because I might as well include it. Outside to the garden. This is the patio area, which is lovely and big, and then obviously, as you can see from the outside, we've got 4 big sets of French doors. I knew I didn't want the modern look of the bifolds, just because with it being a different style of house, I knew it wouldn't necessarily suit it that well, and also because we had original steels, like steel columns in all of the pillars here, so I couldn't have knocked all that through because the support wouldn't have been there. So I'm actually really happy that we managed to get this. I think it looks really nice. At first I was like, am I going to find it really annoying having to open like 4 different sets of doors rather than just one big one? But it's fine. And then I've got my olive trees, which I got from Costco a few years ago, and they're still looking fab. I can't believe I've managed to keep them alive, to be honest. And the pots are from B&Q. I've painted them. I probably need to repaint them because they're looking pretty minging at the minute, but that's where they're from. Now, someone has very annoyingly left their shoes there, but this is my little utility room, which most of you who follow me will be very familiar with this because I spend an awful lot of time in there when I'm doing my deep cleans. I do have a little window here, which is really nice. The hose, which is lovely and boring, and then a little hut for Jessie when she wants to go outside. Our cat, bless her, she loves that thing. So come into the utility room. Also, anyone's been following me, Tom filled the holes in finally. Honestly, war is over with those holes. Finally done. And I'm not gonna lie, usually the jars are looking a lot more aesthetic, but we did the Easter restock and we mixed 2 colours of Unstoppables together, which did hurt my soul. But for the purpose of the Easter aesthetic, we did it. And then I really need to top up on pods, and then that's the ugliest colour of fabric softener I've ever seen, but we move. Main question I obviously get is, why is it separate to your house? And 2 reasons. One reason is that this building was already here. It was like the old coal shed for the building. So we wanted to use it for something. We might as well have used it for something that's like half indoors, half outdoors. We've obviously got the dog shower in here, and also like tumble dryers are noisy and stuff like that. The washing line's right next to it, etc, etc. Second reason is that, do you think I've got space in that house for a utility room? Like, you've seen how everything is so compact, and we've really tried to utilise the space to the best of our ability. But I knew I didn't want a titchy tiny utility room personally, just with me spending an awful lot of time cleaning. So this was just the best compromise for the most amount of space for a utility room, and yeah, practicality. The only downfall obviously is when it's pissing it down in the middle of winter and snowing, or -5, or like just stormy weather. The last thing I want to do is come out here and do a washing. But we have a radiator in here, so it's not like freezing in here, it's just more the walk, which sounds like such a champagne problem, walking from the house over the patio to here. But you guys know how much you put off laundry anyway when it's in your house, never mind if you have to go outside your house, have to put shoes on, etc, etc. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but it does play a part in it. So yeah, that's kind of the reason why it's outside. But yeah, I actually don't mind it being outside at all. It's just the weather really that is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I can't remember what this looked like the last time we did a house tour, but I'm pretty sure we didn't have these countertops. But I was very kindly gifted this worktop, and obviously this worktop too, from Prestige Granite and Marble, who are based in Liverpool. And their service is 10 out of 10. I wouldn't recommend them if I didn't actually think that they were really good, but oh my god guys, it's so good. Their showroom is definitely worth visiting, because they've got huge slabs of every countertop material in the showroom. Because you know, when you look at these little samples and you're like, okay, but what does it look like on a big form? Because like, you don't see the veins and like all the intricate bits of the stone. I don't know if that makes sense. But when you go to the showroom, you can see it all in like large format, so you can get a better visual of what it's going to look like in your kitchen or your utility room. So shout out to Prestige Granite and Marble, because they were fab. The cupboards are all from Howdens, and then obviously I just picked out handles and knobs and stuff like that. Obviously we've got the doggy shower here, which was a necessity with our 4 dogs. And then I've put a little rail above it for all their little harnesses and coats and stuff like that. We've got a nice little print, the Homebody Club. I don't know whether to change this to one of the dogs, but as I say, I need to get one with Elvis in it really, so until I do that, I don't want to change it. I've spoken to you guys about the floor at length. I was obviously going through a mental episode when I decided to go with white textured stone tiles for my utility room, where the dogs, the cat, me coming in and out of winter, like, it's the most like dirtiest room, do you know what I mean? So I don't know why I picked white floor, because it just gets up, it never stays white, never ever. It stays white for about 40 minutes and then just never does. So don't do what I did, pick a greige or a beige or something that's just gonna like not pick the dirt up so much, because that's the only thing I really regret about this room. But yeah, I think that is the house tour complete. As I say, I've done my absolute best to remember where everything is from. If I've forgotten where anything is from, just let me know. If you've got any questions or anything, I'm not a gatekeeper. I will tell you where anything is from. So let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this tour, and have a lovely weekend.